What's up, everybody? They just dropped the Akuma character guide yesterday. We're gonna go ahead and check it out and see all the new stuff that they gave Akuma, all the cool combos, and hopefully get to see his level 3 CA in its entirety as well. Let's get right through it. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited for this. Honestly, Akuma looks really good this game. They really went all out with his design. I'm excited to see how his actual combos work. We're gonna go ahead and go through this entire video. We're gonna stop it every so often, kind of talk about a few of his moves, what's new, what they kind of kept from before, any extra things that they might not be like exactly pointing out that we might notice, things like that. So let's get right to it. Akuma has a range of powerful and easy to use moves, but his low vitality makes him a character that demands the ability to read and react to situations rapidly. You know, sounds about right. If they're saying low vitality, it's looking like the rumor that Akuma will have less health than everyone else is true, based on what the Japanese player said. So we're assuming 9,000 health was the rumored amount, based on what was found. So if that's truth, then it's looking like Akuma is going to be following that path. Now, whether or not other characters will follow that path in the future, like they did before, characters like Cammy, we'll have to wait and see. But at least for now, Akuma's the first character that has less than 10,000 health compared to everyone else. So, go through this. So, along with his projectiles, anti-air techniques, close range strikes that make up your opponent's basic arsenal, Akuma also has corner carry options and an additional throw to keep your attacks options varied. Fireball, got the DP. Yeah, and his new special move there, little gut punch that moves him forward. Yeah, Demon Raid or Demon Flip. And then he's got his teleport into that new grab. So definitely should be very interesting. Like standing medium kick into the heavy Tatsu there. So fast walk speed, long reach and normals. Yep, same thing. This has definitely been a very big staple of Akuma. Got the target combo there. That's a new one. And then we got a medium kick target combo or heavy kick, I believe. So projectile on the ground, in the air. Yeah, only the grounded one can be charged. That's normal, thank God. If you had a charged air one, we'd be screwed. So, but it does have an OD version in the air. So definitely looking pretty good. Hadouken. So it's dependent. Speed is obviously like normal, like every other Hadouken. Light, medium, heavy is a different speed. And if you hold it this time, it increases the number of hits. So that's new. I believe before you used to do like a half circle motion, and then you could do a fireball, but now you just charge it. All right, let's check out the overdrive version. Launches a faster projectile that hits harder and multiple times. You'll be in a position to move before your opponent should they block this. Naturally, charging this version increases the potency even more, meaning it's plus on block. Cool. So definitely going to be a scary thing to have to deal with, especially in the corner. Not a lot of characters have this plus on block fireball outside of DJ. I think DJ is the only one, actually. All right, air fireball, Zenku Hadouken. Fire key blast from the air to the ground below. This attack is effective as a tool to shield your opponent, and the overdrive version can also be performed from a neutral jump. That's new, I believe. I don't think he had neutral jump fireball in 5. I think he's probably had it before, but you almost always had to do forward jump. So the fact that he could at least do the OD version just by neutral jumping is pretty insane. So launch projectile down and forward from the jump. The strength of the button determines the angle of the projectile's path. Take heed, however, as the projectile will dissipate should you sustain a blow. So if you get hit, he loses it. But definitely pretty interesting that he's got different range ones, and you can obviously follow up, especially on counter hit. The version can be launched from neutral jump. You can make use of this technique to delay your descent and utilize the extra hits to pierce through your opponent's drive impact. Wow, so it's going to be more than 3 hits, or at least it's going to be 3 hits. Yeah, beats the eye. No, not that I know why you would want to DI him, but could be an option for normal fireball. Leap in the air and perform a powerful upcut. The Gorshyuken is invincible to an opponent's jumping attacks and makes a great anti-air tool. It's a DP. Should your opponent be foolish enough to approach from above, use a light and medium version of this technique to put an end to their folly. The heavy version is perfect for ending combos with brutal damage. So I'm wondering if, we'll see here, maybe the heavy one is the one that has that follow-up knockdown. Or not. Maybe the OD version. OD grants obviously invincible reversal, allowing you to cut through your opponent's attack. However, if you do not let its potency sway you from overuse, it may invite you to your own destruction, of course. So that looks like that's automatic. So that's not a follow-up. Now if you EX, so that's new. So if you EXDP, so before in Street Fighter V, one of his V triggers let him do a follow-up and hard knockdown after doing a DP. Didn't matter which one. He had like a hard knockdown follow-up. So it looks like his OD version just does it automatically, which is pretty interesting. That's definitely a change. And it doesn't look like he uses up an extra bar either doing that. It doesn't look like there's like an extra flash, kind of like with Luke when he does his follow-up on his DP. So it looks like it's just, you get the hit and you get the hard knockdown. Well, not a hard knockdown, they rolled out, but you get the knockdown after. Tatsumaki. A series of roundhouse kicks while moving forward, useful in the combos as well as sending your opponents flying away. Yep. So light version is just like Ken's. For attacks, while the medium will knock them away, granting a chance to play an assault, while the other two versions will miss crouching foes. The heavy one will not. Interesting. Yeah, so I mean I think that's pretty normal with everyone. So light, at least with Ken and Ryu, but you know, the heavy version I think whiffs on for Ken and Ryu as well. So heavy one hitting for Akuma is pretty different. Yeah, that one goes diagonally. So the OD version, this version will carry your opponent higher for a prolonged assault, but beware, it will not hit crouching foes. So only heavy will hit crouching. Nice, he gets DP follow-up. Ryu doesn't get that. You know, if Ryu does the EX Tatsu in mid-flight, he can only get the follow-up in the corner. So Akuma getting that for free is a nice little combo ender. I'm sure he could probably combo into level 3 as well. So yeah, whiffs on crouching. So you can bring a crouching, cowering opponent to their feet with a standing medium kick or crouching heavy punch, and then cancel from either of those into the fearsome overdrive technique. So he has a restand, which is pretty interesting, all things considered. So there's a few other characters that have that. I know like Manon has a like forced crouching, I believe as well. So there's a lot of different characters. There's a few different characters that have moves that will either force standing or force crouching, which will help extend combos. Because obviously there are certain moves that don't hit if your opponent's crouching, or if your opponent is if they're not crouching. So yeah, standing medium kick I think used to not do that in 5, but it used to do that in like 4 or whatnot. So that's a good change. So yeah, you can combo into EX Tatsu now with standing medium kick, pretty big. Aerial Tatsumaki. For in the air, change trajectory of the jump, or finish combos. Yep, same thing as like Ken and you know, Ken, Ryu. Same thing. Nice follow-up there, though. EX version leaves Ryu in the air. Oh, and it ground bounces. Well, I don't know if there's a follow-up there, but it looked like a ground bounce. Probably can't get a follow-up, but still a hard knockdown is pretty nice. So for simple combo, hit an airborne opponent with a jumping medium punch and cancel into this technique. Find your mark, and your opponent will be sent crashing to the ground, leaving them open for the punishment. So it is a hard knockdown. Yeah, pretty big. So you can definitely combo into level 3 or do maybe drive rush. So quick thrust engulfed in flames. That's a new special move, the gut punch. Excels in combos. The strength of the button determines not only how far you'll move, but how far you advance forward. Yeah. So also it determines potency and the properties of the second attack. There you go. Yeah, lengthy reach, pretty good whiff punish too, probably. Doesn't seem super fast, but like definitely maybe like as a spacing or a frame trap, or a spacing trap perhaps, off of certain special moves, maybe like crouching medium kick if it's like very spaced out into this move, kind of like Ryu's donkey kick, where you can kind of do a crouching medium kick into medium donkey, and generally if it's spaced out enough, it won't be punishable, or at least it's very hard to punish, even though it's -8. So probably about maybe the same kind of utility in that sense. Regardless of where you strike from, the heavy version will not leave you open to retaliation when blocked. So maybe more like Kashogeki than Donkey Kick, but still, you know, got kind of the same thought process. Players land true, then unleash the second attack. but abandon ambitions and pressing the attack if it is blocked. So you have to manually push in both buttons. So yeah, if you push it and you like let go and you do the second one, you'll probably be pretty negative if you do the second hit. But of course, if your opponent's mashing and you catch him with the second hit, you know, then they're cooked. Follow break stack of this version will send your opponent flying to the wall. Yeah, and then you can combo there. Then we saw that in the original trailer and also in the blog post. So being able to like teleport to close the distance, I'm sure that gives you Oki. So that's pretty scary. Got another character with a lot of wall carry. Demon Raid. This should be Demon Flip. Clever use of technique to strengthen your offensive. Yep. Demon Flip. Yeah, strength of the button determines how far you go. Now, interestingly, EX let you do like a knock-up. So I'm wondering if that's still a thing. So low. Unleash attack by not making an additional input. So that's automatic. Okay. And it's plus. Yeah, so just like Cammy, it's plus. Next technique, Demon Guillotine. That's the overhead punch. Nice. A little different from before. It's overhead allows you to move first in case the word's blocked, so also plus. As it comes out, Demon Raid equivalently is a crucial move for maintaining offensive pressure. Also plus move, so great. Akuma has 2 plus unblocked moves from Demon Raid, great. And he's got the dive kick. The strength of the kick determines the angle and the traveling distance of the attack, right? So light, medium, heavy, as always. If you aim for your opponent's head on this kick, you will be open to counterattack. Aim for the lower waist or lower. If you land a hit, unleash a combo. If you are blocked, you can slack first. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, dive kick properties, just don't do it too high. Final technique, Demon Swoop. Input down and hold it during the Demon Leap to cut the jump short. And that lets you throw. Drive Impact or Drive Parry. If they do so, Demon Swoop is a good way to... it's expected to reduce their efforts to not. Yeah. So basically, there's no more Demon Throw, but now you have Demon Swoop to kind of call out DIs and call out parries. So, good change. Because having Throw on top of everything else would probably be a bit much, but this is still also pretty strong. Then EX version, no matter where this is performed from, you will leap into an arc that takes you right to your opponent. So that's automatic. Interesting. Moves for the version are marginally faster, and this version also gains access to 2 additional attack options. So the Tatsu and the Air Fireball. We're about to see that here in a second. Because they talked about that also in the PlayStation blog. Yep, shows for the properties as you can unleash from a standard jump. However, this one will not consume any drive gauge because you're already using it. Yeah, and this is the Overdrive Demon Raid Hasho. Also does not cause any drive gauge. So the EX Tatsu, you can use that. Grants the user swift movement while cloaking. So this is the teleport. A technique that allows you to rapidly cover great distances after a brief pause. You can traverse either towards your opponent or away from them depending on the direction of the inputs used. It cannot be canceled into from other moves. So you can't do like crouch standing medium kick into teleport, nothing like that. You got to do it raw. You can pass through your opponents while in the trance of the technique. Should you catch a foe unaware, this is a powerful means of switching sides. However, do not rely on too much. It is vulnerable to attacks. So let's see what that means. So is that just throws or any hits? So it's no longer strike and throw invincible. Or strike and projectile invincible. Interesting. So to give it more utility, they made it that it's no longer an invincible option to get out. So it used to be that Demon Teleport, or the Ashura Senku, used to be a strike and projectile invincible, kind of like Coward Crouch with Aki, but you could throw it. It was not very good in 5. It was okay, but it was pretty punishable. Didn't have like amazing, crazy recovery, but it had decent startup. So like if you did like a jab on Akuma's wake up, or maybe like a medium punch, you could still recover in time generally to catch up and still punish with like a heavy button. If at bare minimum another medium in Street Fighter 5, again if you were aware and if you didn't throw it. So it wasn't like amazing to use. It was okay, but looks like in this game they're taking away that. They're kind of making it more of an Oki tool, right? Like you use it to get Oki, like you close in on your opponent, like they did after the gut punch on the wall splat, and then also just obviously have that new throw. So input light punch and light kick simultaneously while doing the motion to unleash this unblockable overthrow. So it is a command grab. It can reach is short, so make sure that Zenku has brought you within range of your quarry before unleashing hell. Interesting. So he has a command grab. Great. Yeah, because it is not techable. But you can jab him out of it, and he has to be pretty close for that. Go Hado. Fireball of Tatsuno Hado forward. Right, so these are all of his supers, so his level 1. Alone, it serves as his opponent long-range attack. Its vulnerability, strikes, also makes it competitive. So, you know, same thing as always. Strike, throw invincibility. But, you know, loses to projectiles. So, kind of just like Ryu's Metsu Hadoken. But obviously he can do it in the air as well on the ground. So nice, another reversal for Akuma outside of just DP. Gozanku. This is the air version. It's not render you invulnerable, but you can use it in combo. It's just like Kikosho in the air. It's not invincible, but not like that matters. You're using it only for combos, really. Turn the Satsuna Hado to Peripheral Flame. So this is the level 2 Super Punch. So he can do this mid-screen. Interesting. Even on the X version. He can cancel into the overdrive techniques and the light. So this is kind of like Ryu's level 2, where Ryu can only combo into level 2. Well, not only combo, can only cancel into level 2 off of EX Hasho. So I think this is the same thing. It can only be canceled from overdrive techniques and the light Tatsumaki. But for Ryu, it's kind of the same concept where he has to do EX Hashogeki to do combo into level 2 to cancel into it. So same kind of concept here. Skill of combatants can use the Rago High Kick and other attacks for decisive combo ender. Yep, there you go. He gets a launcher after that. Nuts, man. Kuma. This attack grants you invulnerability. You can use it to cut through your opponent close enough. Yeah, so same thing like Ryu's level 2. Probably has a decent bit of startup. I would assume this is probably, it looks pretty fast, but maybe 10 or so frames of startup. Probably about invincible for that long as well. Sip Calamity, this is level 3. Vulnerability to attack allows you to strike your opponent back when least expected. Cancel during combos. Learn first down, the resistance is futile. Big punch. Yeah, that's level 3 we saw in the trailer. And here, I think this is the CA version, so I'm gonna let the sound rock on this one. Here we go. Oh, he blocks it. Oh man, that's sick. Eat a Hadoken to the face, bro. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool as hell. Yeah, so I mean, Akuma, like they put all of season 1's budget into this man. Like they knew this was the guy. This was the guy that had to put in all their marbles in. Don't get me wrong, Ed was cool. You know, Aki was great, and Rashid is cool as well. The great redesigns. Aki's a cool new character, but I mean, it's Akuma. You can't fuck up Akuma. Sengoku Satsu. Let's see this one. So you continue that overwhelms the opponent with myriad attacks. Made in a single second, cannot be healed. So, yep, this is. I mean, we already know. Metsats. Raging Demon. No more can block. Should they find themselves in the past and unleash on a standing opponent at mid-blank range. Interesting, it says a standing opponent at point-blank range. They will have no means of it. This incredible powerful grab is the final word for combo closers. So you can combo into this. Also new. You could not combo into this before. That is entirely new to this game. Now, interesting, it says that if unleashed on standing opponents at point-blank range. And I'm wondering if this does more damage than the normal CA. Because obviously it doesn't, you can't combo off of, you can only combo off of certain things into Raging Demon, I would assume. But I'm wondering if Raging Demon does more damage comparatively to just doing a CA. Because if it's the same thing, there's almost no reason to just do Raging Demon outside of like setups, I guess. Of course, that is if this is a zero, you know, 8-frame startup plus 0 reaction grab, right? Like kind of like Zangief, where like if you're not jumping before the flash, you're dead. We'll see, maybe they say so. One must not forget that it grants vulnerability only against projectiles, and that it only becomes available after your vitality is 25% and less. So it is not fully invincible. Interesting. So they wanted to give Raging Demon a bit more, I guess, versatility outside of it just being like a setup. I guess you could still do it. Like if someone's on Wake Up and you meaty them with it, right? Like they'll have to be already holding up to get out of it. But interesting choice. I mean, you could EXDP through it, I would guess. So, you know, only against projectiles. I guess you're not going to see as many Raging Demon setups. So, yeah, crazy that it loses pretty far to hits. But fireballs, it can beat. So I guess as a fireball call out, definitely going to be something you'll be seeing for sure. So, that sucks. Yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. And there's the win. Pick them up and throw them away. Yeah. But that's Akuma. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, Akuma looking really clean. He looks awesome. Definitely excited to see how he plays. I mean, we got so many people in the STB server that are ready to play him. Expect May 31st is the next STB after he comes out, because he comes out on the 22nd. So we're gonna have the signups for that one. I can already imagine we're gonna have a bare minimum of like 4 or 5 Akumas playing in that one. So I'm excited to see how that one goes. And excited to see Akuma in general. I mean, Akuma's going to be a big thing. There's the balance patch coming out as well. I'll be talking about a few other of those changes upcoming here as well. I'll make a video on that. There was a bunch of stuff that got leaked, or not leaked, but like dropped from a bunch of players who apparently got time to play some of the new build. And there was also a video by a few of the by a Japanese company that also dropped a bunch of things talking about Honda, Luke, drive reversal, Jamie. So I'll be going through all that as well. But either way, when it comes to Akuma, what do you think? Are you excited for Akuma? Are you sad that Raging Demon isn't really the same thing that it was before? Do you like that it has combos that you can combo into it now? What are your thoughts? Just throw them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.